inspiration?
Let me check my inspiration count.
I have 2, so I will cede this
I have
if anyone wants it.
0 again
Well,
somehow.
Somehow.
It's just weird because all my other characters have so much now. I should start doing something about that in this game.
uh-huh.
I mean, you have an opportunity right now to
Yeah, I mean, it's all you, my man.
We begin in the aftermath of meeting the voice at a very fancy restaurant and their plans to, I don't want to say invade Maras, but like basically invade Maras were passed on to us. Rainier went and spoke to the lawmaster, I believe, trying to get more details on exactly what was going on, and worked out um, a better concept of what was going on. Got him to uh, wait. Am I confusing Rainier's move with Cal's
No,
move?
Nope.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, convinced him to stand down while we were going there, because harder to negotiate when there's an army standing outside. The lawmaster was pretty clear that they do not want this to turn into a fight, but they are prepared to essentially take what they need. I mean, they say trade, but it's not really trade when you march an army down down Main Avenue. Ember Prime took a little walk around town, called home, and checked in with her father, trying to figure out what was going on with the embargo. He didn't really have a whole lot in the way of details. Said something about one of the guildmasters must have. He used a term that I did not think to write down.
Was he referring? I believe, if I'm recalling, he just refers to the Sinku as being
Exactly. Yes.
crazy. He's referring to the leader of Maras, saying they're losing it.
Okay. Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, Sinku is the term.
Mhm.
Is that a title, or is that the person's name?
That is a title
Okay,
of
that's what I thought.
it essentially is leader, ruler, mayor of Maras.
Maras.
Yeah, it's the title of the office, and you would know this, and others who have ties to Maras would know. The same family has been holding that title for like almost 200 years now.
Yeah, we're dwarves. That's like one person. Anyway, following that, there was a whatever the fast food equivalent of a pub crawl is, to gather up a bunch of junk food to bring back to Rainier's place.
Food trucks.
Yeah, food truck spree. Yeah, yep. Cal and Gembert and Zal and Firmament went back to an establishment, a tavern, for a little while, a little bit of day drinking. Had a conversation where Zal tried to get the lay of the group, as it were. Talked about Merv a little bit, in a way that made Cal not particularly happy for to begin with, but that's fine. It all got smoothed over. Meanwhile, Ragnarok went to the Slayers Guild Hall and picked up, I believe it is 3 different contracts, one of which was for a Hydra. I forget what the other 2 are off the top of my head. But brought those back, and everybody met up at Rainier's place along with Gembert. There was some feasting. There was some. I say feasting. There was some gorging on junk food. There was some drinking. after which Ember Prime walked Gambert back to his house to make sure that he got there. On the way back, there were a couple of dudes in cloaks, not masks, but hoods up, who vaguely threatened and said, maybe you should get out of town. And she's like, yeah, well, dipshit, that's my plan. It was tense, but did not break out into violence. Did not stop her from doing I'm going to walk a block or so and act cool and calm, and then I'm going to run for my fucking life. The next evening, the next day, there was plans made to have a soiree at the Cleftinthielar estate, seeing as we planned on leaving either the next day or the day after next, depending on how well the ceremony outside the the ceremony with the voice went. We all know how that went. We'll get to there for those of you listening on YouTube, who for some reason are jumping in on episode whatever this is.
It's just us in the future, and that one other guy.
And the one guy that listened 30-something times. No, but there was some fancy clothes shopping. There was some Gambert served as both messenger and draconic heartthrob as we arrived at the Cleftinthielar mansion. Everybody had a good time. Cal had a conversation with Kieran, looking down on the party, remembering when Umeli was here. We all had a conversation with Cal's father about the situation in the situation in Maras, and he gave us the name of a contact that, once again, I did not write down because I was not smart enough to do that. But I'm assuming that Cal has that memorized somewhere. Definitely. Perhaps the most important event of the party is Firmament completely changing the direction of some head chef's life. Whether that man stays a chef or whether he learns from the absolute polite dunking that Firmament provided in the form of one of the best Google-generated meal names. Some sort of mango tofu mousse was involved. Balsamic reductions, not on the mousse, thankfully. Firmament just super impressed the cooking staff at the Cleftinthielar estate. Interesting.
Yeah, that's zagged on me.
But we eventually, some of us went home. Some of us stayed at the estate. Cal definitely stayed stayed at his parents' place. I think actually it might have just been Cal. Did Zal stay there, or did Zal go back to Rainier's?
I went back to Rainier's.
Okay, then I think it was just Cal that stayed. Firmament and Ragnarok and Rainier and Ember Prime, after breaking the heart of, I think, Rufus, one of the Minotaurs, all went back to Rainier's. And then the next day, we went to the scheduled presentation by The Voice in front of the town hall that was going to be a presentation of a key to the city, some sort of runestone with marks on it. However, some of us in the crowd noticed a number of individuals wearing the same hooded cloaks and masks that we had seen previously on an individual at the end of the Trials of Gaul. And when we looked back, he was gone, but there were a number of individuals in the crowd wearing those outfits, many of whom revealed that they were wearing a large number of ciphers set to essentially all activate at once and explode. Zal talked one of them down, air quote that, while Cal sent a couple of them onto separate roofs where they blew up harmlessly away from everyone, and Ember jumped in front of the voice to make sure that that he survived, basically. What followed was a number of those devices rupturing and creating little portals, from which crawled a dark, oozy mass reminiscent of our red friend Flown, but this one decidedly less chill and less friendly. And it started making some weird, creepy, screaming noise.
Very good. Thank you very much for recapping everything, Ted. Go ahead and take some inspiration. Yes, you find yourselves in the aftermath of an attack on the city of Bastion, the populace, the council, and yourselves. Through quick thinking, what could have been a loss of hundreds turned into a loss of only dozens. Having shifted these cultists to rooftops, telling one of them to go away, shielding the voice from danger, you acted as swiftly as you could. In this immediate aftermath, you can see the crowd is panicking. They are beginning to make their run to escape throughout the streets and alleyways. But there were a lot of people gathered together, so there's a lot of cross movement happening here with all the people. There is the entity in the distance. It's larger than it's of large size, so you can see its form over top of the crowd. Many of the mouths on it open and wailing the siren song, and there's a huge swath of people that are immediately nearby it, surrounding it, that suddenly stop and then turn and just begin walking towards it. You can see as you're pulling the voice up and those nearby back to their feet, anyone who approaches extremely close to, well, as the people approach the entity, this ooze of mouth and eyes and tendrils, you see these tendrils lash out, begin grabbing people and just tossing them into whatever mouth is nearest to them, and its form swells a bit as it does this. That is currently roughly about 100 feet away from you all. There is a cult member that has roughly 15 feet away that has turned and started to try to make their way through the crowd. You have two explosions on a rooftop that have broken pieces of the roof open, and there are little small holes in reality there that very small, similar oozy entities are trying to pull themselves out. There is also one nearby, roughly about 30 feet-ish, also trying to kind of pull itself through a smaller hole in reality. An actual question to you, because I didn't go back and re-listen to the episode, because then I'd have to hear myself. We know the voice is here. Did I describe the other council members being here?
I
You
don't
did.
believe.
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
thought it
I,
was-
I listened today. He said that everyone else was there, and frankly, like close to the stairs where we had been brought on, and then there was also like stagehand crew that walked us through like the
Yeah.
ceremony.
That
So there's
I don't
others here, but I don't think
remember
they're. I
that.
don't know that you've specified that they are on the stands or on the stage with us.
right. Yeah, it would make sense they would be there for this. I wasn't entirely sure, but I felt confident that I said that they were there. um, you hear the lawmaster screaming, "Assassins! Assassins! Guards to arms!" Um, guards are beginning to take movement and trying to put some order to the chaos. There are guards that are the ones that are nearby are beginning to make a wall to protect the council members. Um, you see that while the head of the Merchants Alliance certainly takes refuge behind the wall of guards as they are moving in, you see that the head of the Arcanium, Master Finrithrel, and a orcish woman, Mirabelle Torb, who is head of the Slayer Stronghold, they both step out of that barricade. They look to you all in the chaos and say, we'll take care of these smaller ones, the small fish. You take care of that big one out there. And you see Mirabelle with the orc pulls an axe off of her back and just starts charging at the one about 30 feet away. And you see the wizard ahead of the Arcanium. You see him teleport and land on the rooftop and begin shooting spells at the smaller entities thereby as well. So their presence being here has actually helped freed up your focus in this moment. There's a lot of people and a lot of space between you and that larger entity, as well as you have one cult member that is currently, making their way through the crowd, but they're pretty calm in this moment. So they're not like running or rushing. What is it you all? What are your immediate actions here?
How far away are we from the big one?
100 feet.
Okay. And can we see how far away from the big one the people that are getting like mind whammied?
It's hard, because there's so many people. Sight lines are difficult to get an exact figure. Your best guess, anywhere between, like, obviously immediately nearby, maybe 20 feet, maybe 40 feet. It seems to be a pretty wide range that it's covering. And not
And-
everyone is being affected. There are some that are able to like move their way through this throng that is making their way, towards it.
And are the
How-
portals themselves still open?
The portals themselves are still open at this moment.
How close is the one remaining cultist who's still alive?
The one who's still alive that had been suggested, roughly 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Um,
close to me.
Yeah, that was his starting location. This is all kind of happening in the same time frame.
As part of whatever action is capable of being done immediately, I would like to try to bind him to the ground, so that he does not get away.
Yeah,
I know
you could run and do like a shove action to push him to the ground.
Oh,
to,
I'm
like,
using a curse. I'm cursing him.
Oh, okay, yeah. What kind of curse are you using?
I have the blood curse of binding.
Ah.
As a bonus action, with creature within 30 feet must make a strength save. I'm also planning on amplifying it, so this will last a full minute. which will cause me to take an additional d6 of damage immediately.
Oh,
Ah,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, excellent. Okay, strength save. Okay. What's your DC?
I believe it is 15. Yes, it is.
Okay. You feel your curse wrapping around them and then it failing to take hold.
Awesome. Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Ranier's immediate action. Anyone else doing anything immediately right here?
Yeah, I'll explain Cal's intent, and since obviously we're still theater of the mind at the moment, however you adjudicate it is fine. Basically, the object here is to cast web and use it to prevent as many people as are marching towards this big thing as possible, to try and catch as many of them as possible to stop them in place.
Ooh, okay, very cool. What's your range on web?
60 feet, and I'll hop off the stage and move closer if it, means I can get a larger swath of people that are affected by this thing.
Yeah, yeah. Currently, due to the volume of crowd here, it's
Mhm.
difficult terrain to move through. Like as you are moving down and like
Right.
shouting for even like shouting and like pushing people out of the way, people are still like slamming into you as they are
Mhm.
trying to flee this space.
Yeah, panic.
Yeah, it's just panicked. Their move so you can get 15 feet closer and then launch your web,
Mhm.
and then. Let's see, that puts you, what, 15 and it's 60, so that's 75
Yep.
max at the edge of it.
Yep.
Um,
And it's a 20
yeah,
foot cube.
at 75, you're gonna catch like the edging of the ring around it that it's affecting,
Mhm.
but only at the very edge of it. So, do you want to try to get do you want to do it now and try to get a minimal amount of people, or move closer, like spend a whole turn moving to try to
No,
get more next turn?
I'll spend a whole turn moving, and for my action, I'll bring Kieran Jr. out of his liminal space.
Okay, cool. Where would you like Kieran? How close to you?
Um, uh, I'm gonna put him 30 feet closer to this thing
Okay.
when he pops out.
Okay. So you're roughly 15, Kieran's roughly 45.
Mhm.
Do you want him to be like a bit in the air? I mean, obviously he's gonna be in the air.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Um,
up above everything at this
yeah.
point.
Okay, cool. Just keep a note of where you have
Yep.
placed him.
Yep.
Okay.
I am gonna give Ember Prime a bardic inspiration. He like plays a little bit of his his violin and a little bit of words in what are probably a weird kind of dwarvish to you, like fling off of the end of them, and he like grabs them and like blows them towards you.
Okay. I'm going to try this out here. Ember Prime will reach into a pocket, pull the top card off of this deck of illusions that I have, and I'm tossing it. I'm trying to get it in between the monster and as many civilians as possible, not the ones being webbed, preferably. But I don't know that I know that that is coming when I'm doing this, so I'm
Okay.
just trying to give this thing a distraction.
Okay, very good.
Oh, never mind. A point within 30 feet of me, so I will throw it as far as I can.
Okay. Do you want to rush into the crowd at difficult
absolutely.
terrain? Okay, so
Yeah, I will
we
just
can
hop
get about
off
45 feet at max.
Okay. And I will tell the voice, sorry about the key, and go hurtling into the crowd.
Hell yeah. As you say that to him, and as you're turning away, you just catch the look on his face of like, oh shit, the key. As you rush off. Okay, peeling a random card out. I'm gonna roll for the card.
It is 1d36 if you would like me to roll.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, you roll. You roll for it.
They want to see what this thing looks like.
A 30.
Ah,
Oh, shit.
boo.
Mm.
Falling star. This is perfect. I spawned.
Oh wow.
Ooh, okay. Would you like to explain what the falling star is?
If this card is drawn, reveal cards from the deck until a creature is revealed. This creature appears as if summoned by a summoned monster spell. And the summoner must attempt to gain control of it to avoid being attacked. Regardless of the monsters are controlled or uncontrolled, they remain for a d6 round or until destroyed.
Yeah, the monster is immediately hostile to you.
Yeah, this is going well, everybody.
You specifically. Okay, so make
Okay.
another roll. We always find out what it is.
It's a troll.
It's a troll. Okay.
Hey.
How wonderful. Okay. This is getting a little spicy. So I think we're going to use the actual map I've placed out.
Well-
Do I mark off both the 34 and the 22, or just the 34?
Both, because it's one. What you pulled one of the special cards, and then another card is pulled. Yeah, so two cards get removed from it.
So we mark off that one.
Thank you.
And
JC, I'm starting to give up here. It's rather pedestrian.
Hey,
Who-
Doug.
Who's speaking?
Hey Doug, what you listening to?
Pedestrian.
I muted myself at the wrong time. My boyfriend came in and showed me something.
Okay. I moved you 15.
the creature appears. I can attempt as a free action once per turn to take control of this with a successful Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I gave you bardic inspiration.
Troll is a DC 12.
Yeah, it's still your turn, so that free action is still on your turn. It's completely free, takes nothing to do.
Okay, I will go ahead and make that Arcana check.
Okay.
It's all right. I'm super smart, and I'm totally trained in this skill. I'm neither of those things.
Oh, so close.
Well,
You
I
have
will
a bardic
spend that bardic inspiration. So, don't have
Yeah,
that
so that's-
anymore, but hey.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
Right. What an exceptional use of bardic inspiration.
Did I miss something?
Maybe.
Probably.
Yes, I am guessing you missed Ember Prime jumping into the crowd, pulling a card from the deck of Strange Illusions, and
No.
accidentally summoning a troll that was mad.
No.
Also,
that I'm-
just
I'm following.
FYI.
I didn't.
Okay.
I may
Right.
have to pull that little clip of, hey, did I miss something? Maybe. Probably. Yes.
I didn't know if I was lagging on my side. I was waiting for the
Oh.
bardic die to roll, and I was
Oh,
waiting
Yeah,
for his
it
roll.
didn't
Oh.
show up for me either.
I didn't actually roll it because it's a
Yeah.
DC 12 and I rolled an
Yeah.
11, so whatever was on the die didn't matter.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah, at
It's gonna
minimum
be
they
at least
succeed.
the one I needed.
Yeah, at minimum they succeed for it. Okay.
That makes more sense. I'm not that intelligent to follow that far.
No, I mean it makes sense that I should have actually rolled the die. I just
No, you could. Okay, I'm gonna activate our city scene here, and then we'll advise on things that you
Ooh,
are
shit.
seeing. There's a lot of people here. This is a
There's a
cult
problem.
member right here.
okay. Is that
Uh,
the one that is
That is the
try another time?
Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna put let's see what I'll
Technically
put the
has-
turn symbol on him. He's turned.
Technically hasn't been attacked yet, weirdly.
Yeah, has not been attacked yet. Hasn't taken
Yeah.
any damage.
I wouldn't Google that. to make sure.
These two are creatures on the rooftop, but you don't have to worry about them because the a wizard is, do I actually have their token here? I do have a token for them. They're up there taking care of shit. So you guys don't have to worry about that particular one. There's another guy in the yeah. This would be an enemy, but that's also where the
Barbarian lady.
yeah, that's where the orc is attacking. So again, essentially, I'm just going to invisible them, because currently you do not have to worry about those threats. The benefit of having actual NPCs here. There are some guards. When we roll initiative, which is happening soon, they'll be attempting to do things on their turn as well. Here is our troll friend. I put Kieran is here. Cal, you should be able to move them anywhere you want at this point. And I just need to double check deck rules here.
Firm just wants to throw out the forewarning to Doug or Ragnarok. He was not planning on getting invaded inside the city, so he has nothing prepared to help him.
Well,
Hey. Sorry,
okay.
that's the D6 for troll rounds.
Oh, how many rounds it takes? Cool, excellent.
you have to try to control it every round. By the way, is that how
No,
it works?
once it's controlled, then
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say that's a use of bardic inspiration every round to keep Ember going.
Cool. Okay, cool. You have control of it. Make sure you just track how many rounds it's there. It is also fully alive. This is not an illusion. This is a real thing that has been summoned.
Yep.
So it could also just die in the process as well.
I sort of imagine it is summoned. It's initially hostile to Ember Prime, who just looks at it like, "I'm made of fire, idiot. What do you think you're gonna do?" And just points at the ooze.
You see, it roars a bit at first and rebellion, and then looks at you, and then you see it gets down on one knee, and then follows your commands.
I like to think it looks at Ember Prime and is like, "No, fuck you," and then sees a bard playing in the distance. Is like, "Oh shit, he's got a bard on his side."
Oh,
to explain the bardic inspiration.
The couple words, the couple words that Zal threw out are just going ding, appear next to your head. It literally in Dwarvish just says charming.
Are we open to the next person going, or?
Yeah. Remember, you moved. You did a action. Your free action for that. Unless you have a bonus action you want to do at the moment as well.
No. I thought we were just doing one action, so I appreciated getting the 15 feet of movement to begin.
Yeah, it's yeah. No, you're fine. Okay, yeah. Who would like to go next? Once we get through everyone, then we're gonna roll initiative.
I would like to cast Longstrider on myself.
Okay.
And then it's half movement, right?
Correct.
Then I will move 25 feet, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. You also keep in mind, if you get to the rooftops where nobody is, now you're not restricted anymore, right? So just because I know you have climbing speeds and stuff, so you might be able to get places faster and easier than others, depending.
I honestly thought about it, but it might take too long to get to the roofs.
Sure. Yeah.
Who hasn't went?
Who is this next to the troll?
I was gonna use all my I have different tokens for different races, and so I put some out, and I was like, I'm just gonna use all the basic commoner boy. There's a few that look different, but they are not. It's mainly all this guy.
Could I use the action on my turn to dash?
Sure, yeah.
Get 30 feet.
All right. Firm, you haven't gone.
Oh, okay. Yes. He is just gonna. How far away is Dougie? Ragnarok. Oh, 25.
Yeah, they're right there.
Oh God. Oh, no, I can't do that. Never mind. Well.
Remember, you can move on your turn too.
Yeah. How far away is?
I don't know what your plan is, but you got 15 feet of movement.
Who are all these? All these yellow ones, the yellow squares. Those are people, correct?
Yeah, it's people. I made sure that all your enemies will highlight as red, which I'm going to change the troll token to friendly. So you really only have like, because the council members are here and are able to try to take care of small fish.
Mhm.
Your real focus is this really big thing down here.
Where is it at? Oh, okay, yeah. 30 feet. Move. Oh, wrong token. Gonna just move up here next to him.
So that's action and dash, movement, and because you're a half movement moving through people right now.
Yeah, we're
I didn't
shoving
place
crowd.
every single person on here because I'd literally be filling the squares, right?
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I will go back to like right here. And I will just hold action.
What action are you holding?
Firebolt.
A firebolt. What's your condition to use it?
If the big tentacle boy decides to start, he lashes out with a little, I don't know, a tentacle and grabs a civilian.
Okay, all right. So if he's aggressive or attacks a civilian in some way. Okay, cool. Cool, very good. Okay. Let's have everybody roll initiative, please. I'm gonna have the troll go on your
Nice.
initiative, Ember. Okay.
Here
Okay.
we
So, what kind of rolls are we getting?
Damn.
Damn. All right. Well, that's one way.
Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You.
Oh.
Okay. Incredible. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, quick question about the troll.
Yeah.
Normally, the illusions can only move within 30 feet of the actual card, and any attempt to move the card ends the illusion. But this is not an illusion.
No,
Is that restriction?
yeah, falling star is
Okay.
is the special case that this is not an illusory creature. This is a real entity that has come into
Okay.
existence, which
Cool.
also means like you have the potential, like a card on the deck is a dragon. There's a potential
Yeah.
to summon a real
Yep.
dragon into
Yep.
existence. Yeah.
This troll feels pretty solid after looking at some of the other options. Yes.
Yeah. Some options are a little wild. Some are, a little more manageable and reasonable. I think Troll's pretty good. Troll's a pretty good one. Okay. At the end of everyone's stuff that they're doing. Also, does Kieran get his own turn, or does he go with you, Cal?
Well, technically, it's fine familiar, so he gets his own turn.
Yeah, he gets
Okay.
his own.
Okay. At the end of all of your rushing towards and preparing and everything, this creature at the back, which again I will show its monstrous form to all of you. It does lash out at people nearby. So if you want to trigger your firebolt for an attack on it, you're more than welcome to. It lashes out at some of the people that are caught within its little siren zone and walking towards it. You see that it consumes several of them.
Oh,
Oh my.
And grows in size as it does. Yeah, the 21 hits. Okay. Incredible. Rhaenyra, you were up first.
Okay, I am first going to step to my friends bonus action, roll a Hebecraft die. Come on. Ah! Starting off great. But can't do a lot of my shit without my crossbow lit, so we'll then attack from this far away.
Okay.
Sniper.
Let me double check there. Okay, yeah. They have some cover from the volume of people. Even though they are large in this like quite large, but you definitely still nail the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, their cover is minimal, but there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely still hits again.
Okay.
Did you re-roll that one?
Thank you. Yeah, I will do that. I wasn't paying attention to my dice when they rolled, so
Ah.
same damage. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
But that is my full turn.
Okay, very good. At the end of your turn, you see this thing two of its tendrils. It looks like it's grabbing the air. You see it actually pull open a rift in the space in front of it, and its whole form flips into it, and you lose sight. But you hear screaming coming from like in this direction. You can hear screaming, like a sudden bout of
From what direction?
around this direction.
Okay.
The eastern side of the map.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Zahul.
Yeah. With like essentially just tall enough above the crowd to continue playing as he's like shoving his way through, just holding the violin up above the crowd. He'll fling a few words at, I think, yeah, it's a good call. Ragnarok for Bardic Inspiration as a bonus. I'll do my movement, and then I'll start playing a counter charm as I finish the movement. I'll link the
Cool.
effect because it's so rarely used.
Quick question, because I don't know your subclass. Can I use Bardic Inspiration for anything besides the regular class?
No.
I don't even understand that.
So, yeah, I'm trying to. This is as far as I can get, but I'm in the center of the street, so I can try to cast the net as wide as possible.
Okay.
Because I
Very
don't.
cool.
I heard where it went, but that means that its new attack vector is all the people in front of us, right?
Right. It would have changed the area that is
Yeah,
being
and I
affected by it.
Still have no idea what that area is, so better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
Cool. You also see the people that where it was that were around them. You see many of them like shaking their heads, and they look confused as to like what it is that they are like what it is that's happening at the moment. A
The
little
counter
bit.
charm is definitely a very like jarring, like the build up to like the suspense noise in a movie just over and over again.
Okay, anything else from you?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Okay, this is essentially map action shit. Guards rush in. There actually are guards down in that area. They are going to try to move up to help people. These boys are just protecting the people up top here, especially since there's no one really here. Oh, excuse me, at the moment. Okay, cool. You see the council members that are like engaging here. You see even the lawmaster stepped out. They have a big like there's this big stocky dwarven guy. And he has this mace, but it's all squared off at the top like a maul head instead. He joins the barbarian in subduing the ooze that had crawled out of the one of the rift openings. You see the wizard has laid waste to one of the smaller creatures and is currently being harried by the second one. That business is happening there. Okay, cool. Ragnarok.
I just want to be sure that before I run off and do dumb barbarian shit, that the big guy is kind of our only concern because everyone else is being handled by other people, right?
I mean, you are welcome to help anybody that you want, right? So if you want to try to deal with any of the smaller entities, you're welcome to do so. The council tried to, they're helping you right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's you can join in and help them, or you can focus in on the larger threat.
No, my MO is to go for the big bad.
Cool.
Okay, so 10 and 20 to get here, and then how much to get to the top of the roof?
Climbing. You have a climb speed, so it's
Yes.
how tall is the building?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This building here is 20 feet tall for the roof.
All right, so getting here gives me 10 feet of movement left. 5, 10. And then I'm sure I'm too far to see anything over in this area, right?
Actually, from that location, you see the ooze. It is between the alleyways in that location.
All right, then I'll shout, "It's moved over here," and then I will dash as an action. 30. How far is it away from me here?
It is here.
30. I think I will wait for now. I will just end my turn there, getting ready to jump down. Or
Okay.
walk down.
Very, very, very good. You can see it is quite big. But as it's in this space, as it's moving around, and there are people in this alleyway. This thing is also swift in its movements. You see a couple of the tentacles, even slamming a little close to you.
Okay.
Actually, at the end of your turn, it will slam a tentacle close to you.
Tight.
Did you bonus action rage yet?
I did not, and it would be insincere of me to do that now. So
Okay. Okay. What's your AC right now?
21.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
It's a
But
21.
he doesn't have advantage.
He does not have advantage. Gets a 21 on the roll though. My God,
Ain't that
that's
a
what
bit
it
of bitch.
takes
Okay,
just
cool.
to hit
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Okay. It's 13 acid damage.
You know what sucks is if I had raged, that would have added 1 to my AC.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
Okay, Pseudopod lashes you for 13 acid damage. It also grabs hold of around your leg, and you are restrained by the pseudopod at the moment. You can see it beginning to tighten. It looks like a tighten in a way that it would try to consume you.
Yep.
Cool. Firm.
Oh gosh. So it's half movement. That means I can go. Half of 35 would be 15 or 20.
I'll just
Uh-huh.
give you 20.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, when he's about to take off running, he'll ask, does anybody want to try to get higher up to see this thing or see a better view of the 3 next to him? Cal, Ember, or Rainier.
Yeah, we gotta get up there.
I can
But
take care of
I'll
myself.
also begin drawing the Mountaineer's crossbow.
Okay, I will go over to Rainier then, and I will cast my free levitate.
Oh shit. Actually, that might be harder to make work with the magic item, but that'll be great. Still. Well, okay.
Uh,
You can say no.
I'm just thinking, are we dealing with a lot of vaulted roof?
What's
Yeah,
that?
like the edge of one roof. These are not flat roofs, right? So
Okay.
they corner up.
Okay. So if I'm levitated up here, I would have to figure out a way to get to the roof before like we'd be able to actually have visibility, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the like let's say you get to that roof edge there, you'd have to get then to the top to then see over to the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think levitate's a good back pocket, but I think we're not quite there yet to make.
Who is this guy up here then with what Fine Thrill Marither? You said he was
He's-
getting harassed.
Yeah, he's
dead.
the head of the Arcanium. He's the council member, the hotshot wizard.
Okay. Well, I will finish out my 10 movement, and then at whoever is harassing him, that I know he's got it handled, but I will launch a. If I could see them from where I'm at, I will launch a. What is it? Firebolt.
Yeah. I'll say in this moment, right? Like there's like an ooze that is like leapt up towards him. So he's like holding it at bay with his staff, but the pseudopods are like reaching around his back, trying to pull him and it all close to each other. So
Mhm.
yeah, you can launch up there.
Oh, I don't want to hit him.
Yeah, don't target him. I mean, you can target him if you want to.
Fuck yeah. Okay, it's
big-
not meant to hit him. I tried to undo it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Well-
big critical hit on the council member. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Fire slams into this dark ooze. You see its form quiver as it takes a very large amount of damage, and the wizard is able to shove it off of him back down onto the roof. Looks over, and you can see, like, you catch eyes with him. He gives you the smallest of nods.
Hey. He just smiles like absurdly. Yeah, my bad. It was already showing up when I hit the button.
No, you're good. You're good. Anything else?
No, that's all I have right now.
Okay. All right, Ember.
All right. Did not mean to move. I know about where this thing has gone, but I cannot see it.
Correct.
So I am just going to run and then probably end up dashing. So that's my move, straight down.
Okay.
Don't think I can see it yet, so I will go ahead and dash. Smack my troll, give him a...
Yeah, remember your half movement in moving through the
Oh,
crowds
okay.
here.
Right, good point. Oh, no, shit.
You would have been right.
Well, that's
Yeah, that-
double. That would be a double move.
that would be a
right there, if I
double
move
move,
through.
yeah.
That's perfect. That accounts for my dash then.
Yeah.
So the troll will have to do the same. I
Yeah.
can no longer.
Also,
I cannot control the troll.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't have token control for it. You just tell me what you wanted to do. Also, that I typed it in because I have the that's in giant.
His name is
That-
Resolute Shit.
His name's Resolute Shit. Yeah.
I could speak. Yeah, I'm the only one who can see Resolute Shit.
Do we have? No, I can see it too. Do we have a contender for best name right now?
Yeah. Resolute Shit is powerful.
For a troll,
Shit's a great name for a troll.
It is
Yeah.
too.
Great name for my next character.
Yeah, just give the troll a little reach up, give a little smack on the backside. Go get him. And the troll will. I mean, he's going to tear. When I say tear through the crowd, I mean he's going to move as fast as possible, not literally. Okay. What? Duck?
You said reach up, and I wish you would have said reach around. I'm just trolling on Discord right now. Please ignore
I'm
me.
just trolling.
But,
He says.
but yeah, Resolute will just go running towards this thing, and he's not going to make it, but
Yeah, hell yeah.
He knows his job is to tear it apart.
Hell yeah. I'll actually give him some extra movement from being so large. Because he gets because being like taller than a crowd, but having to be careful not to crush anybody. He'll get there, and then I'll
Property
get. Do you
damage.
want him to squeeze through the alleyway or like make to the rooftops?
I guess make for the rooftops. It shouldn't be that hard for him to pull himself up on top, right?
Yeah, no, he's a big guy. Yeah, okay. He can get onto the rooftop, and that's the end of his movement.
Perfect.
Action dashing as well.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Tick down 1 round. He has 5 rounds left.
Okay. Cal.
Suppose I
Okay.
can put a note on him or anything. Nope. Okay.
Cal will use Misty Step to hop up onto the roof,
Hell yeah.
and then I'm gonna rely on you, Sean. I'm basically going to move towards Ragnarok since Ragnarok said he's over here, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Cal's only going to move as far as he thinks those tentacles can reach. Like
Sure.
he sees it reaching out. He sees it's grabbed Ragnarok, and like he doesn't want to be within its grasp. So I'm guessing maybe there, maybe a little closer.
I mean, you see, it's grabbed Ragnarok for certain. You know, I mean, you unfortunately you don't know how,
Right.
what its full length could be.
Right, right.
So, I mean, where you end up is where you want to be.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, fair enough. Okay. So I'll call it there, right? And telepathically, I will communicate with KJ. Sorry, buddy, but we need all the help we can get. Let's see what you can do. And that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Cool. Kieran goes right after you.
All right. KJ's got a fly speed of 60.
Mm-hmm.
Noise.
They were already up in the air a little bit.
Yep. So I'm gonna plop him right down there and try and have him
Can't get away
sting
from
this
him.
thing.
Okay, let's see it.
Oof.
Yeah. Maybe even gets into its form a bit, but too oozy.
Yep. All right. That's all I got.
Okay, very good. I forgot one thing on the map action, which is this cultist would have continued to try to walk home. So he would have continued moving, half speed through the crowd. What's his name? Yeah, he gets there. Okay, cool.
It's got really bad decks, guys.
It's got, yeah, quite bad decks. You know it for certain. You know it. Cool, excellent. You see it this ooze Ragnarok, you see its form just like rolls up these buildings as it becomes like you're at your height, and then like rolls over top of you and tries to engulf you. I'll need a dexterity saving throw, please.
And then this is just normal because I regularly have advantage, but I'm restrained, so I have disadvantage, so it's equal, right?
Right, because you can see the danger coming. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's DC 15.
Oh, that didn't do it.
Okay. Being restrained by the pseudopod, it pulls itself up to you, pulls and pushes into your space as you get absorbed into one of the mouths here. Okay. You take 12 acid damage and you are engulfed. While engulfed, you cannot breathe and you are restrained. And you will be moving with the boy.
Mhm.
Let's double check here. Can enter. He is definitely entering Kieran Jr.'s space. If Kieran Jr. was right where there, his movement would have gone right through it. So Kieran will also need to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15. Yo, Kieran can pop out wherever they would like. They are pushed immediately to like the outside edge, so they're within 5 feet of the entity.
Um, I'll just. How's that? I think that
Yeah,
works.
yeah, great. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Our boy has moved a little bit. Actually, I'll tell you what. If you want to push Kieran just to the left, because this thing is going to keep moving, right? So, that way I'll allow Kieran to get out as this thing glorpa glorps its way over to you.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Yep. Okay, that is it. Sorry, that is its turn. Rainier.
Okay. Oh man, it would have been interesting to get everyone backpacking on me for this, but I think given all, I'm just gonna also the actions required to do so. I am going to use the Mountaineer's crossbow.
Okay.
Um, uh, it would have been cool to like get everyone on and then hold action, retract it, but it is a bonus action. It's an action to fire, a bonus action to zip to zoom,
Yeah.
which would not have worked out that helpfully. But I am just gonna get to here.
Okay. Hell
I'd
yeah.
assume with a peaked roof, I can see well enough that I can do that.
Yeah. Well, we'll say from that position. Yeah, there's something nearby. Well, it's actually broken. There's the roof there has been broken, like exploded in. So
Uh-huh.
there's like even chunks that you could attach it to.
Okay.
But like you attach to it and then have to like climb to not fall into the floor below, but you're up onto the roof.
Okay. Um, I will do that then. That is my action and bonus action. And seeing that this ooze is now moving on the roof, I think I'm not going to use any movement, and I think that's my whole turn.
Okay. Zal.
So who can I see on the roof currently?
You can most assuredly see the troll, Rainier,
Yeah.
and Cal.
That's fine. That's all I need to know.
You could see the anomaly as well.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a couple words at Cal for bardic inspiration. May as
Excellent.
well spread it around.
You get one, and you get one.
Then I'm going to continue playing the counter charm, and I'm going to move to here, I think, primarily because it'll keep any of the people who might be within range if it does the thing on the street or in the alley from going, or from trying to get any closer.
Okay, very cool.
I think it's
very
the side effect of metagame. It also gets my allies that are close-ish.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it's
most-
blocked by
It's
walls
not.
or anything.
It's whoever
yeah.
can hear it.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, continue playing my song. I like dip to the side slightly.
Cool. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
it's my turn.
Okay, map action. Guards have gone. People are fighting. You see Rainier, next to you, you smell the crackle of ozone as this wizard just lightning strikes into the ooze that it is fighting nearby. You see the ooze just begin to boil itself and then just kind of melts into a little like dirty tar puddle on the broken pieces of the roof here. He turns and you see he's aiming his staff at like the rift in space and seems to be like trying to like channel some kind, like do some kind of wizard shit to try to deal with the rift opening.
Cool.
Okay, this boy here is continuing his life of going home. The guards are rushing. Okay, Ragnarok. You are inside this creature.
Does it take a like strength check or save to get out?
I will tell you. Okay. Yes, you can try to escape from a strength check, or attempting to do a certain threshold of damage.
I
Don't
will
forget the rage.
rage. Yep.
Yeah.
Features, where you at? Boom. There we go. This time I will choose my tail. And then I will attempt to get out of this bitch.
Okay.
Ooh, there we
Ooh.
go. 22.
Yeah, you managed to just pull open a hole in it, and then you get to you escape and enter a space of your choice within 5 feet of the cube. So you can be right next to it. You could even technically fall down to the alley below.
No, I'll stay right here next to Cal.
Cool.
I put the restrain thing on me, but I don't know how to take. There, thank you. And that was my action bonus, and I don't plan on moving, so I am done.
Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, hell yeah. Okay, at the end of your turn, you see all the mouths on this thing just release a terrible siren call. I'll need if I click it, will it give me the range? No, it doesn't. Okay. I will need Rainier for everyone to give me wisdom saving throws. DC is 16. It is against the charm effect. So Zol's counter charm is in a thing, as well as anything you guys have as well. And Zol, you're giving advantage against charm effects,
Yep.
right?
Damn
Yeah.
it.
How big is that range?
Oh, fuck. 30 feet
Okay.
is how big my advantage. Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to use
I'm
my
literally
inspiration.
right next to you.
Rainier is good. Firm is out of the range.
That's so tragic.
You have inspiration, Ragnarok.
Oh shit, I do. Thank you. Is
You
it
do.
D6 or D8?
It's D8.
D8. Thank you.
I'm about.
Oh boy.
Come on, 3.
Troll does not make it with a 1 and a 14.
Hey Ragnarok, you re-roll
Yeah.
that.
What?
Yeah, you
can
re-roll
re-roll?
one.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
you re-roll and use whatever you get next.
Ooh.
Inspiration for the win.
So I gotta roll again with my inspiration to try to not fail, and it's gonna be bad.
Thank you for that reminder.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm charmed.
Okay, who succeeded?
I did.
I did.
Ragnarok.
I did.
Fine.
Okay, Ragnarok, Cal, and
What?
Ember did. Okay.
You said it was 16, right?
16.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're near 2.
Okay. Okay, Rainier You are. eh. Anybody who failed is under the confused condition. Did anybody fail by 5 or more?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said it was DC 16,
DC
right?
16.
Okay, then yeah,
Yeah.
the troll did not because of the advantage.
Did succeeded or did not succeed?
Did not succeed, but did
not
not
succeed.
fail by 5 or more.
Gotcha. Okay. Anybody who failed is under the confusion effect for 1 round. Anybody who failed by 5 or more has to use their reaction to move towards the anomaly, stopping if they get within 5 feet. You would move a direct path. So if you have the ability to climb, you climb.
I cannot, so I'm just gonna run towards
It
the
takes
alley.
Well,
It
not
takes the,
not the climb speed. Like if you were in a position to climb something to get to it, like this is a siren call. It is like as long as you're not going into danger and killing yourself, you do whatever's possible for the straightest line to get to it. So if you need to like climb something, then you move at the appropriate speeds to do to do climbing, which is half speed for those of you that
Yeah,
don't have
so-
climb speeds.
I will get. I'll have to climb up.
I don't know what the confusion spell does. I mean, the confusion effect does.
I will tell you on your turn.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Zol, you'll be moving very slowly on your climb. So to be basically there. That it gets you there essentially.
Yeah.
It won't let me move. You have to move me.
Yeah. You'll get 20 feet up. You'll be hanging on like the edge, not quite to the top of the roof yet, Firm.
Yeah, boy.
Anybody else need to be moved?
You can move Kieran Jr. Like half a square closer.
Okay. Whoop.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
The troll needs to move also if it has not already.
Okay, yes, then the troll will slumber its way towards it. Okay. Okay. Firm, you are
Yes.
under the confusion condition. Sorry, it's a confusion spell effect. Cool. I roll a d10 for me. A 5. Okay. On this turn, you do not move or take any action. So you actually just stay hanging where you are for this turn.
I'm good.
Ember.
I can still see our friend who is trying to walk home, correct?
Yeah, they're about to cut the corner. They're right there.
Okay. Then I gotta check range, but I'm pretty sure that yep, they are in range. I do not want them leaving because I know that they are involved in this. I will cast a hold person spell.
Okay. Wisdom save. They fail.
And I will take my movement towards them.
Okay, very good.
Firm didn't roll advantage. Wah,
On
wah.
what?
Firm was out of range by 5 feet.
Was he?
I
Yeah.
sure was.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did move. Correct.
Yeah. Anything else, Ember?
Nope. I still
Okay.
can't see the blobby thing, so
Yeah, being this close to the building. I mean, you could see like the outer rim of its like tentacles. It would have a lot of cover from you.
What? I'm on the other side of a building, though, aren't I?
Well, it's also on the roof and very large, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
In that case, if I can take my 15 feet of movement just up the street so that I can maintain visual. I don't have anything to do with it this turn, but that way I can keep an eye on it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
The troll would normally go, but I don't know what he can do while confused.
Yeah, roll a d10 for me. Let's see what this troll does. 6. That's no movements, no action.
All right.
Cal.
Takes down to 4 rounds.
I will use an action to disengage
Okay.
and just try and seek cover behind the troll.
Okay.
Because I'm terrified. And that'll be Cal's turn.
Okay.
And-
Kieran, are they confused?
They are.
Okay. A 7. They make a melee attack against a random creature within reach. Roll. You can roll 1d3. So if you do slash, was it /R 1d3? Whatever the normal syntax is. Well, I guess we should also clarify. Do you want to do
what?
what was your number order? Like who's who?
I have no idea. I thought you were doing
I
that.
feel like,
Okay.
I think
I think it's Ragnarok. Yeah, because it's troll 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2. I think Ragnarok is the 2. All the no matter what.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm currently at a 22.
Here's a question. Well, I'll do this. 1, it's a bite, and 2, it's a sting. All right. For some reason, I can't target you with that, but
Not quite.
Almost though. That's actually terrible.
Thanks, new little kilt.
all right.
Okay, cool.
That's KJ's turn.
Okay, cool.
Oh, right. I have an eye patch that's adding to my saves.
Yeah, it should be calculating that already for you though.
Is it? Okay, good.
By the way, did Firm make a save at the end of his turn?
For what?
Hanging.
If it's confusion. If it's the
It is not like it's applying that effect, but it has its own timeline.
got it.
Yeah. Okay, the anomaly goes. Okay. The anomaly is going to lash out at the big troll. A 10?
I believe that will miss.
That misses.
AC
Yeah,
of
misses.
15.
Misses the troll. And then 1 towards Ragnarok. A 17, not good enough. Okay. You see it slurp its way around a little bit more. The troll is. What is the troll's range? Yeah, the troll can make attacks on it if you would like to.
Can Kieran do that?
If he is confused, can he take reactions?
Ooh, that's a very good.
I don't believe he can. Which you said 1 round, so it would be till the end of this thing's turn.
Yeah.
So probably
Hmm.
not that I don't want him to take that claw, but
I mean, it said no movement, no actions, right?
Yeah,
Does
said
that
no. Yeah, no
include?
movement, no. Yeah, no movement, no action. Yeah, that's gonna cut off all action.
yeah, that's what I
yeah.
figured.
Yeah. Okay. No, good catch on that. Okay, slurps forward a little bit. Okay, Rainier.
And we are no longer confused.
Or
no?
I'll cut off the confusion here because it's 1 round, so technically it would be like I think towards on your turn. So it's the same thing. Yeah. So yeah, no confusion at this moment.
Okay. I don't love where I'm standing, but I don't think there's a better standing spot, so
Hmm.
we'll. Oh, come on. We'll just stay where we are. That missed. Okay.
Yeah, that will miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay. That is it. Our little this guy got held, right? He's
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah, he
Perfect.
is whole person.
Great. Um, this thing is covered in eyes, right?
Yeah, eyes, mouths, all sorts of stuff.
Okay, that's good to know. Um, I think I want to try something, but I have to make sure that it falls in the right category.
What are you trying to do?
It's another blood hunter thing, so I mean it's the same blood hunter thing. I just wanted to see its size restriction. Large creature.
Is it large
I'm
under
uh, y- uh,
or like large and bigger?
large or smaller.
Yeah, it is currently huge.
Okay, so then that will not work. Okay, that's it for me then.
Okay. At the end of your turn, a little pseudopod lashes out towards you, who recently struck it. With a 10 to hit, that's a miss.
Okay,
Okay, Zol.
1d10. Ooh, that's good, I think. Either that or it's bad.
Oh,
Either really good or really bad.
You are not confused anymore.
Oh, I haven't had a turn since I got confused.
Right,
Unless
because yeah. I mean, it's for ease of use. I'm just like the confusion only lasts one round, right? So I'm just saying, like it did its thing as a legendary.
Okay.
So
okay,
like
got
we're
it.
starting a new
I
round.
understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So for ease of use, I
Okay.
could make it on your turn, but I'm just cutting it at the top of the round.
I thought it had done it on its turn. That's why I was asking that.
Yeah,
That's probably my confusion.
Yeah. No, it's all
I'm
good. It's all
going
good.
to let's go with Bardic Inspiration. Ragnarok worked fairly well. And then it's not looking at me, right?
I mean, it's looking at everything.
Yeah.
Right? Like there are literal eyeballs everywhere around this thing.
Yeah, but like I'm down like on a different part of the roof. I'm down lower. How much lower than it am I?
I mean, not very. What are you trying to do? What secret are you trying to do?
Just sort of prone. just prone. Just
You want to go
prone and
prone?
roll.
Okay.
No, I super don't. Action disengage. I'm going to run this way because I can run on the roof a little bit normally.
Yeah, you can run on the roof, hop on those boxes, get away.
Yeah, that is for sure what I'm doing. I'm trying to run as far away as possible. So
Yeah, for sure.
I will full on like vault and start.
Yeah. As you run, like pseudopods don't slam towards you, but like you see several eyes just watch as you move past. Like this thing has amazing senses.
Okay. So yeah, that is as far as I can get. Bardic Inspiration. Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Our boy's frozen. Okay. All the oozes have been defeated. The wizard is trying to close a rift. Fails, and the other two don't know how to close rifts. Okay, Ragnarok, you're up.
All right. Time to fight. I'm gonna hit him with my tail. Features. There we go. Oh shit. One sec. Ow, I will attempt to hit him with my tail. There we go. Reckless. E.
Well,
Ooh, good tail. And then one more time. E. And then lastly, I will shift even further so that I can bite a bitch. There we go.
Jesus. What are these rolls? What are these rolls?
Yeah, I don't know. Holy shit.
Oh,
I don't know. Biting it is super advised, but I like your spirit. It's seen, you ever seen like a cat when they get something bad in their mouth, they go,
Yeah, Ragnarok spits out a bit. That is my turn.
Okay.
Since I can't grab that, he's
God
a big boy.
dang. God dang. You and Rainier, can you just roll below a 10 on your die sometimes, please?
If it helps, you have advantage against me now.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's gonna try to it's gonna try to pseudopod you.
For sure.
And misses with a 20. That feels bad. Okay,
Loaded.
Firm.
I am just going to drop back to the ground and run like right here. I'm pretty sure I could see this thing. And
From there, yeah, for sure.
I haven't used this one yet. I will try to use Rhymes Binding Ice.
Okay. 30-foot cone. That's pretty big.
yeah,
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think you can do it in a way that's not gonna. Well, I mean, you might be able to get only it and not your friends.
Wait, there is a way.
You may actually have to get closer to it, which is ill-advised.
There is a way.
You need the small part of the cone to be as close to it as possible.
And where's it at? I don't know how you would consider. I don't. Where's the edge of this place? I need to know that. Is it on top of my icon or?
Well, I can't see your measurement until you place it, right?
Oh,
Like until you set it down, no one can see what it is that
It
you're
will
doing.
originate from you, though, so that
Yeah,
is
it does come from you.
the
All right.
origin point.
Last time, one more, and move up. That should be. That should be fine. And you can angle a cone.
You can angle a cone.
Yeah.
How do you
True.
angle this?
Well, you can't angle
Well,
it.
yeah,
It's in your mind. It's angled.
This thing is very tall, though, so you could fire it up, right?
It's quite
And
tall. You could try to fire it in a way that only the edge hits it. But I'd have to see your cone. You know what I mean? Show me your cone, bro.
So that's the one I have, but I don't know how to change the angle so it angles down a little. I thought you
Right.
could directional input.
I feel like if
Yeah.
you
So
angle it down, it'll hit me.
so like you
Yeah,
can
no.
move it so it's like hitting this, right? Like even it's the odd thing of the way this does its measurement is like it shows if you put your mouse over the actual cone part, it shows what squares it will affect. Technically in D&D, if it touches a square, like this actually is hitting Rainier and Ragnarok.
Oh no.
Technically. But I'm just gonna use the cone as it is and say like you have angled it upwards into the sky such that the bottom portion of the cone is what's hitting the creature.
Okay.
The same way that we can try to position fireballs
or like lightning bolt.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, lightning bolt's harder because it's a much smaller
Yeah.
angle for it. But okay, cool. Yeah, roll some damage.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you roll damage. I'll roll the save.
And
Okay, it does succeed.
yum. And yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And you see that the ice seems to injure it as well as anything else.
Okay. And yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Ember.
All right, I will maintain concentration on my hold and As a bonus action, since it is not concentration, pull the hammer, toss it into the air, let it do its thing. Casting spiritual weapon. I
Hell
think
yeah.
I accidentally cast 2 spiritual weapons.
It's very cool looking though.
I did.
They're both just swinging around.
Rapid
I
swings.
can't delete the spiritual weapon. All right. Attack.
Definitely hits.
I seem to. Oh, it's targeting itself again. There we go.
Cool. You've killed your spiritual weapon. Yeah, absolutely. Bombs into this thing.
Okay. And then for my actual action, I will simply toll the dead.
Excellent. As you smash it with that hammer, you see its form begin to shrink down a bit.
Bonk.
That's good.
Yeah, it is now large in
Okay.
size.
Alrighty. Can I still see it fairly well?
Yeah, from where you are, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
'Cause it's on this side of the walling, of the roofing.
Other formula. It needs to make a save.
Yeah, wisdom
I don't know
save.
why it didn't do the thing.
Okay.
Oh, if I hit other formula, it doesn't make the save.
Yeah, it might
also,
not.
When you shrunk it, I lost targeting. Apparently.
Oh yeah, that might have been it as well.
But it's a same as my other DC is, I believe,
Yep.
16.
Yep, it failed.
18 necrotic.
Death energy runs through it. It doesn't like it.
And I will continue my trek towards the person that I have held. And that's it for me. That's
Okay.
action, bonus, and movement.
All right, what's the resolute shit doing?
Resolute. It's time, buddy. You get to do your thing. He will move up and launch his multi-attack.
Okay.
Do you want me to just roll from beyond 20 or
You can. Yeah, I saw that you pull the troll up. Yeah, you're welcome to, my friend.
It is 1 bite and 2 claws.
Yeah.
Munch. I don't think that'll do it.
13 will not do it.
Huh, huh. Okay, well, at least I got 1 hit out of it.
Yo, okay. So what is that? 11 and the 4? Okay.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
critical.
Gotcha. Okay, so 15 total. Okay. Big slashes on this.
3 rounds left, buddy.
Okay, hell yeah. It hated that. At the end of at the end of the troll's turn, you see its pseudopods once more grab hold of the space between spaces, pulls open a rift in reality, and you see it pop down. It actually pops down. No, let me read what I've done here. Uh-huh. Okay. The reality crack opens above Firm, and this thing lands on top of you. Firm, I'll need a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, you can pop out
Nice.
anywhere you would like around it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, and we'll get one right to the
Okay.
outside edge of it. Yep. Okay, that was the trolls go. Cal, you're up.
All right. Okay. Cal is going to. What is Cal going to do? It's going to cast Mind Sliver. Oh, it did not like me trying to target that. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Fails.
All right, fantastic. So it's the 11 points of damage and a D4 from its next saving throw.
Okay, hell yeah.
And A, that's going to be my turn, and B, with any luck, his next saving throw is coming up real quick. Because KJ's going to swoop down there and try and take a...
A 22 hits. Okay. As the poison rushes its way through this ooze creature, it will choose to succeed and not succumb to Kieran Jr. But you have blown through its
Damn.
only resistance.
Nice.
And yeah, that's KJ's turn.
Okay. Incredible. Okay. Very good. I need... Yeah, this boy needs to start slurping people.
Sounds wrong.
It is wrong. you know it's wrong. Hell yeah. He begins moving. This commoner is gonna need to make.
Can I take my
yeah.
attack?
Yeah, if you have something to attack with, yeah.
For an attack
Yeah,
opportunity.
KJ too.
If you don't
Yeah,
have
what's
Warcast,
allowed?
if you don't have Warcaster, you can't cast a spell on it, so you'd have to like hit it with a stick or something.
Oh,
Yeah, Warcaster lets you do cantrips and shit as a AOO.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you have your chef's
knife.
knives, but that's a technically a
Focus.
spell focus. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay. Never
Plus,
mind.
you don't want to ruin that edge on this thing, anybody.
Yeah, no. It's not worth it.
Okay. Okay, that commoner did not do well. Obviously, of course it didn't.
Did the commoner have to roll a save, or was it an attack roll?
The commoner had to roll a save.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have anything to interact with that in any way?
Only if it were an attack roll.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that commoner is slurpergurped. How much health does he have? Oh, yeah, he's fucking dead, boy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, hell yeah. Ooze comes up. Actually, Ooze enters the space of Zol. So doing an engulf. Zol, you need to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. You get to pop out either side as you wish.
Yeah, I'll just go right
wanna
to
be right there?
Well, to the right, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it used its thing for that, so that's the end of his jam. Rainier.
Okay. Keep it up.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
That's so wild.
I'm really good with the crossbow.
Incredibly good with
And there it is. I get one of those a session at least one. I've had several. That's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the let me just double check what it is. Yeah, okay. The anomaly is going to slurp. You see pseudopods reach out to everything nearby, which currently is Ember and Zol, and both of you are going to make dexterity saving throws.
I feel I succeed on the first one. I cannot. It's just not gonna happen with this one.
Nice.
Okay.
Easy win. Okay.
Zal's just bending around all weird.
Zol ducks out of the way. Ember, you are slurped into it.
Ah!
You're gonna take
Resolute!
10 acid damage, and
Ow.
then you're engulfed and restrained by it.
Alrighty. I need to make a Constitution saving throw for concentration. We're good.
Easy. Okay, Zol.
Okay, so how much taller than Ember is it?
You said 10 damage, right?
10 acid damage, yeah. Taller than Ember? Maybe 8 feet?
Okay, one moment.
John, for some reason my hit points are still going up to my actual max instead of the reduced max from the questioning the square. I will reduce my hit points by 6, but I think whatever you applied is not.
Oh yeah, I don't see the effect on your sheet anymore. But thank you for noting that.
Mhm.
I will fix that later.
What's the actual like difficult terrain situation up here?
Better. We'll say up here it is currently like the guards have managed to clear a lot of the people out here. So your movement up top here is open.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to disengage. Go running. I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Ember, who is currently in there. I now have one left.
You have to be able to see me to do that? Or is it just I have to hear you?
Yeah, I guess I can't fully see you, right?
I think
Yeah,
it's
this
just
creature.
here.
The creature's definitely not opaque. But if they only need to hear you, they could hear you.
Yeah,
through
you
it.
can hear me. Yeah, it's just hear me. So,
Okay.
yeah, you got it. I'm going to move.
Thank you. I will need that shortly.
A full move. Hold on. Yeah, I'll go up towards the stage. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah. Okay. Guards are clearing people towards the south and the middle now. The top area is cordoned off. The other two can't do anything about rifts. Wizard will try again to try to close one of these two rifts here. Does not succeed still. And then this cult member continues to be held.
Nice.
Okay, Ragnarok.
Yeah. Well, thinks he can run away, but I am at 60 feet right now. I will attack. Yeah. Reckless.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Tied. Ah, that hurts. Oh, wow. All right, cool.
Yes.
And then one last fight for good measure.
This thing tastes bad, but like for sure it does not taste good.
Yeah, I'm sure that bothers him. Hey, max
Okay.
damage.
Huge.
That'll be my that's movement action bonus.
Okay, you've scattered many of its pieces around the ground nearby. It is firm as you look to it, I mean, this thing is having a hard time keeping its form together.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Is it too late to go back?
What do you? I mean, you immediately took your turn. What is it that you need to do?
I just remembered I have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, to try to. Yeah. You can try to
Try to
turn your.
attack it, yeah.
For sure.
So 14 plus
A
7.
7?
I'm
That
sure
would
that'll
hit.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight. All right. There we go. Hey, 14 more damage.
For another 14 more damage. Okay.
I'm not thinking. Sorry.
Okay. Same descriptors before. Furman, this thing is having a hard time keeping its form together, as it's lashing out wildly, but doesn't seem to be controlling itself as well as when it first appeared.
Can I catch a glimpse of like Ember's arm or something? A piece of her?
Not currently. She is still deep within.
Okay. Well.
Now you could try to get in there, to get her out.
Yeah, why not? That's okay. Yeah, he wants to dive in for Ember.
Okay. You can dive in for Ember. What is it you're attempting to do to help her? Because I'm assuming you're trying to help her.
When he gets to her, casting Thunder Step.
Casting Thunderstep. Do you
Only
need to
I-
see your location that you're traveling
But it
to?
doesn't have to be I can teleport right into him again.
Well, not technically.
Oh,
If your spell requires a seen
You need
target,
to be able to see it.
yeah. If you can't see, that's why.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not like Dimension Door. which
Teleport
is
yourself to an
blind.
unoccupied space that you can see.
never mind.
Yeah, you will not be able to see while
Let's
inside. the
see
thing.
here then. I will instead put a hand inside and cast Toll the Dead.
Yeah, I'll say this though. I'll allow if you want to do your Thunder Step, right?
Mhm.
If you go in and take the maximum amount of damage, I will still allow you to do a Thunder Step as like you find a portion of its form that is stretching and you're able to see out of it. So if you want to take a riskier maneuver, I'll still allow for that.
I do want to point out that you will also hurt me, and I do not resist that type of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I put Ragnarok through too much. I will do. I will do Toll the Dead.
A Toll the Dead. Okay.
And I should be targeting him. I forgot my color, so here's hoping.
Yeah, he's a rainbow right now.
And it should be other formula.
Ooh.
I don't know why I hit twice. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Okay, Wisdom save. Does pass.
Does it sound like a dinner bell?
That's actually perfect. I didn't think about that. It's the
My
first
heart
time I've
said it
used that.
sounded like a dinner bell.
That's pretty
Needed
good.
to ask.
Yeah, that's very good.
I love that it's a dinner bell, and I'm currently eating this thing as much as possible.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay. Okay. Ember, you are engulfed within.
Yep. I would like to try to get out.
Okay.
What?
Okay. You can make a you can make a strength check if you like, not athletics, but strength. Or you can attempt to do like a certain amount of damage all at once.
Gotcha.
The damage threshold is higher than the strength check you need to make.
I will try to make the strength check.
Okay, cool. It's DC 15 strength check.
Strength check, not strength save. Kaboom.
Hey.
Yo, easy.
Nice.
Hey, get off me!
You can plop out any space you like around it.
I will plop out right here.
Hell yeah.
I'm not sure how far up down it is. I can, as a bonus action, move the spiritual weapon up to 20 feet. So I'm not sure
Ooh,
the vertical
yeah.
to bring it down
Uh,
to attack. I will assume that it is more than 5 feet.
It is, yeah. This is one of the instances that the non-Euclidean won't help you still, because of the distance it needs to get to the edge of the roof, and then it's still a little bit high up at that point. So the spiritual weapon
fine.
not on this turn.
Yep, I will still move it. Move it down as my bonus, and that's it for me.
Okay.
Alright,
Your
Resolute.
troll.
I want this
Oh.
troll to take a flying elbow off the top ropes.
Oh no!
Coming in with the people's elbow.
Curse splat.
He's got 30 feet of movement. I don't know if that's sufficient. I did not measure before he just got moved.
No, you're.
probably
Yeah,
got a pretty
he
good-
he has the movement. Also, you summoned this from a card. Like, I'm gonna allow it to leap off the roof and drop an elbow.
I mean, I feel like his jump is
Right,
pretty good,
you,
right?
You summoned
I
it
mean-
from a card, and he's doing pro wrestling moves. He's leaping
Yeah.
off the roof. And
he's leaping off the roof.
He's
right?
resolute shit. He's the
other
hero.
the other point is I'm very happy to have him literally just run off and take the fall damage because he'll regenerate that in a second anyway. he don't give a shit. That is a 9 on the bite. Will miss.
Okay, 9 on the bite will miss.
This does not automatically pull the AC of the monster, but that is a 19 and an 18 on the claws.
Yeah. How does this troll rip the shit out of this ooze?
Yes.
Resolute will, in fact, do a flying leap off the roof onto this thing, tearing in with claws. And at the end, he's got 2 claws sunk, one into an eye socket, one into a mouth, and just pulls apart.
With a squelching rip, this thing turns itself into a mound of oozy eyes and mouth that quivers for a bit. Some steam begins to rise. The stones nearby begin to sizzle a bit with acid until the quivering subsides, and this mound of death is now itself dead.
It is at this moment that Resolute realizes this creature is made of acid. It is theoretically just as dangerous to him as Ember Prime is being made out of fire.
Did you say you speak giant, Saul? Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. You actually hear him like oh as he definitely hops a little bit back and is like shaking his hands a bit, blowing on him. Not. You all have destroyed the anomaly here. The crowd is still running towards the south. There are some people like in the buildings nearby that are like beginning to show themselves. The guards, reinforcements are rushing in to try to control and help any of the people that are injured. The nearby council members try to regroup back with the voice, except for the head of the Arcanium, which again attempts to try to close one of these portals and succeeds. There are 1, 2, 3 portals left. 2 small, 1 large. You see from the top of the roof, Rainier, he looks to you as one of them closes, and he says, I might be able to get this small one done, but I probably need help with the large one. Which one of you is best with magic?
Best. I'll shout to. I'll just shout. Amber, Firm, Cal, new guy, I think. They need help closing the portal.
Anything you
So
can do to try to put your will on it, you must master this drift in reality. If your money
Where-
wishes to try to attempt one of the rifts to try to close them, it's a Arcana check for it. It's DC 20. Sorry, it's DC 18 for the small one, which is there's one left right about here, and then it's DC 20 for the larger one, which is way to the south where the creature pulled out.
What about dispel magic?
Dispel magic would work as far as
Okay, good.
an instant solution.
Yeah. Who all has who has dispel
I
magic?
have it prepared
You
today.
do, and you have bardic inspiration still for a small window here.
Oh, right.
Right.
So go for whichever one you want, and then I'll. Cal, you have bardic inspiration too for
I
a
have
small
bardic
window.
inspiration, but I neither
Yeah.
have dispel magic nor proficiency in Arcana. But the
I
bardic
mean-
inspiration will still go a long way.
Yeah, you could still shoot your shot, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess follow an Ember, whichever one she goes for.
Yeah, I'll do whichever
Um,
one Ember's not doing.
Okay, I guess I will. I have dispel magic, so I will run for the big one.
Okay.
Yeah, only
Um,
Cal.
Yeah,
Resolute, get me over there faster.
grabs you and just rushes you down towards the bottom there. You described to me how you use your magic to close this rift. As you look upon it, you see not just an ocean of stars be like through it, but you see like the tumbling of rocks nearby, and this particular portal seems to be stabilized on like a chunk of like land that seems to expand out quite a bit.
Hmm.
But from your perspective, like it's turning, but you are not.
The ground is, or the
Like
tear
what?
in reality is.
Yeah, the
turning?
tear in reality is stable, but like your vision through it, it's clearly like rotating around in space.
Got it.
Shit.
Once she is set down by the troll, she will get it to basically push people back. Much in the same way that she is used to cauterizing wounds. This is basically an attempt to cauterize this hole in reality by melting the stone that this is anchored to, letting the stone liquefy so that the portal itself would lose its grasp on our world.
Very cool. Very cool. Flames begin wreathing. You see the stone, both on its side and on your side, begin having that liquefaction kind of effect. The portal becomes unstable, flickering. You see as it's getting smaller, a shadow of another kind of oily entity rapidly like rolling with tentacles towards it, and it snaps closed about 10 feet before that entity comes close enough to try to wiggle through.
That one. I got one.
I'll try to shut down the nearest one.
Sure.
Just turn. He basically like starts to furiously like play notes basically at it. Each one like making words that he's just slinging at it. Dispel magic. Do I need to do the check?
If you're doing a dispel magic, you won't need to do a check to
Okay.
close the portal.
Yeah, I'm doing a dispel magic.
Yeah, casting dispel on it. The vibration of your sonic magic begins interacting and creating the negative resonance on it, and you see the portal begin warbling until it just pops out of existence.
And you said there's one more somewhere?
There's one more up here. where our wizard friend is contending to try to close it. But anybody is welcome to try to close it before he makes another attempt.
Sure.
Cal will give it a shot.
Sure.
That's plus. Not so much.
Yeah.
Reroll it.
Oh, okay.
Reroll one. You have to use whatever you reroll though.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Not quite as you lash out to try to grab hold of it. Firm steps next to you as well, trying to push their energy and willpower onto this rift. Between the two of you, you feel like you're beginning to grasp hold of it, but the rift between worlds is elusive. The wizard here looks to the two of you. He will offer. Actually, we'll do. I can't do a coin flip because I can't reach the thing. 1d2. One is Cal, one is Firm. Okay, Cal. He gives you a help on it. So
Okay.
you can make another check if you like. Ooh, not quite enough onto
Well.
it.
Can I respond?
Sure, if you like.
Yeah, it's like having just closed the other one, Zal from downstream will say, "Do you mind if I step in here?"
You see the three of them. They're all they're all concentrating, right?
Yeah.
Beads of sweat on their scales and skin.
He takes a deep bow, and as he does, he plays like the final note to pull dispel magic and close it.
Okay. Your sonic resonance hits it. Their combined efforts as well, trying to push and control this rift. The final rift snuffs itself out of existence, and the center square of Bastion is safe from harm.
Real quick before we continue plot points, Firm would like to hurriedly and cast, where is it? Gentle Repose on the body remains of the ooze guy and try
Yeah,
to collect up as much as he can.
yeah. Make a make a cook's utensils check. Make a chef check.
Inventory, where did I set those? And it should be with advantage.
Okay. Looking at this creature, it's this is an exotic kind of ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Certain people, certain people would pay certain people would pay a exorbitant amount of money to consume this thing.
Yes.
You also know that you can make use of this creature as well, should you want to.
Yes. Okay. I would love to collect it, and the decision for that will be made after everything has died down.
Okay.
I'm gonna just get off this roof by use of gravity.
Okay, cool. You see the master of the Arcanium steps off and just floats himself down.
Cal
Yeah.
puts his hands up in the air and just says, Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Little assistance getting down, please.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
Yeah. I'll go grab him.
Okay.
um,
On the way down, I'll just say, I don't know what it is, Ragnarok, but I suddenly feel like having some calamari.
upon dropping from the roof, I am grabbing this guy and grabbing the ciphers off of him.
That will
because
be a much more difficult thing. If
well,
you
he
At
is
least he's
held, so I am just like I'm trying to do this as quick after combat as possible since we don't have that many rounds left. But I am disarming. That is while he's under enchantment.
yeah, you see like there's a you see that in his hand he has an activator, right? So you could take that in an effort to disarm, but looking over like what has been done, if make a ancient arcana check for me. Yeah, if you were to start pulling, you would set something off.
I think okay, I'll definitely take the activator, but like it is like a unit of a vest, right?
Yeah, like there are filaments connecting the activator to like a vest, like a cloth piece that he has, that these things are kind of all wired around him and to each other. So while you have control of the detonator, it is theoretically safe.
Okay.
On the 23, if you have enough time, which likely you will, you could begin to start disarming this stuff here. But with the 23, if you just grab and pull, you're gonna possibly detonate one or all of them.
Then I'm going to take the universal, like the Swiss Army knife I have, and slice the shoulder straps, and just take it off of him the best that it like whatever I'm capable of managing in however much time I have left. That.
Sure. You can't hold him and do that at the same time,
Yep.
right? He is not in this time as you're cutting that and getting it off of him. You see the whole, like his body begin to move as the hold on him is gone, but he's still under the suggestion. He begins to like you're holding the vest and like getting it off of him. He's like trying to get and like make his way away from you, to go home as he's been instructed.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout as I'm working. I need extra hands.
Can I use Mage Hand to put it in front of him?
Not
And-
enough. That won't be enough like force to hold him and stop them.
I'll come over.
Sean, is the voice still up here?
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna look at the voice. Say, might I recommend you put that voice to work? Gesturing out towards the crowd.
He gives you a nod.
I'll give him a bardic inspiration. The last bardic inspiration on the trying to get control of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, most of like a lot of the crowd is just dispersing. The guards are doing what they're supposed to, which is helping anyone who's in need. Anyone who's able to is just go like fleeing, right?
True, but
they're not cluttering the situation. But yeah, he'll reach out to the crowd to try to help organize everything a little bit to a better
yeah,
degree.
somebody's gonna need to organize the cleanup then, because people are fucked up.
Yeah, people are injured. That sort of stuff is beginning to happen, but like you just had the combat, right? Like
Yep.
it doesn't happen immediately.
I'll still give him a bardic inspiration in case he wants to make a speech.
I mean, he begins shouting to like address and try to help everything as the other council members begin to do their jobs as well of trying to help but not be like overbearing, right? Like their job isn't necessarily to help people, like they're not trained to do that, right? But that all begins to occur.
Yep.
And with your assistance, a lot more people are calmed and are listening to it. Ragnarok, you'll be able to grab hold of this guy, no problem, right? Like that's.
Right.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it. He is just a simple cultist. He does keep like he struggles a bit and he's asking like, I'm just trying to go home. I gotta get home. There's something waiting for me there. I gotta get home. Um, Ember, you know that resolute shit is about to.
Yeah, Ember is hugging this troll. She and this troll are having a little moment. I won't forget you, Resolute. Won't forget.
He speaks in giant. Zal, you
Which I do not speak.
You do not speak. Zal, you hear him saying, "What happens to me when I leave? Where will I go?"
He's saying he loves you and he has enjoyed his time here. He's saying comment to Ember.
And once he fades away, goes up to a happy little troll farm in upstate.
Oh God.
Ember will wipe away a single tear, and if the key to the city has not been picked up by the voice yet, I will pick that up. Otherwise, I will just go over to the voice.
As you're walking up there, you take a scan around. You see on the ground there is a strange looking stone that has some runes carved into it that just glow ever so slightly.
I will pick that up and bring it back over to the voice.
He says to you, he looks at you and says, "Well, I was gonna present you with the key to the city. It's a special way to return back should you need to get here quickly." He explains to you that there is a guarded teleportation circle in the council building, and this is one of the keys that will allow access to it. It's used by you need to place it on the ground and speak its command word, and it takes 1 minute to essentially. It doesn't need the chalk or anything. It will draw out on the ground the teleportation circle itself. But it takes a minute to activate, and then it will bring you back into the council building under a guarded room.
Appreciate that. This will be very useful.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and lifts it and then like flakes off some goo. Thank you very much. I don't know what we would have done if y'all hadn't been here.
All right. Well, we got one of these idiots. Maybe we can figure out where their ringleader is. I'm gonna go light this guy on fire or something.
Try not to strike him. We've got about 7 hours and 50 minutes before he stops trying to get home to start this all again tomorrow.
Would it be a good idea to follow him home and see what he has there?
Do we have better means of interrogation otherwise?
Would also be a pretty good spot to interrogate, I imagine.
Unless more of his friends are there.
I mean, not a bad idea to take them out at that spot.
I don't know that that's something we are prepared to take care of right now. I'm gonna look around to see if the lawmaster's still around.
Yeah, he's coordinating with some of the guards nearby to help with the injured around here.
I'll call him over.
Yeah, he approaches. You see he's splattered with ooze guts, as it were. Yeah.
This fella, he and some of his friends, and I'll look around for confirmation for the folks we had in our team who saw.
Yes.
Nod, yeah.
Yeah, he and his buddies orchestrated this whole thing. He's under a charm right now, and probably another charm could probably go a long way in getting some more information out of him. But we got to get him away from all of this. And I'll tug on one of the broken straps of the vest.
You see the lawmaster kind of lean forward a little bit, taking a look at the vest. The hell is all that?
Ancient magic. And all this so close to itself, they're volatile.
Hmm.
The sooner we can get it off them, the sooner I can find a place we can dispose of this as safely as possible.
The head of the Arcanium speaks up as they're nearby. They say, I think the Baracus knows a bit about that. They could safely dispose of it, or Fetterwork. Unless you have a plan for it.
I was going to shoot it from a distance. That's worked for us in the past.
As long as it's outside the city.
I mean, it might be better to put it in mage's hands, but we got to get it off first, and it's still dangerous.
Well, whatever you choose to do with it, I trust your decision.
Is our Baracus or Fettelwork here? Because we can just pass this along if we can manage this.
No, but I'm sure I could handle trinkets such as that for the time to get to them.
All right. I'm going to keep trying to get it off without pulling anything apart.
Yeah, with your 23, you can do that. Yeah, just take a
Okay,
little,
great.
Yeah, it takes time. Yeah, your roll was high enough to know the danger, but also be able to work through it.
Oh, brilliant. Love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll do that, and I'll hand it off to the to that guy.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna walk up to him while he's still kind of befuddled from the like contradictory suggestion versus everything else that's going on, and like pat him on the shoulder and say, "Oh, friend, now would you mind going with our compatriots here? Your vest was defective, and I think you'll have a better shot at this whole thing tomorrow."
Look, as long as I can get home, okay? That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm thinking if you go with them first, then they'll take you to your home.
You're not messing with me, all right? Because I gotta get home.
I understand. I understand you got
And no stops along the way, okay?
Right.
Sean, would I have any idea what would happen if multiple suggestions were cast on this guy?
Um,
If it helps, I can tell you what I would cast or what the suggestion would be.
yeah. Let me hear what the suggestion would be, because
Right.
like it's another save. I don't know whether he would be under the effect of both or if one would
Right.
supersede.
Right. The suggestion is simply tell me honestly, how many people do you live with?
I mean, if we're going that route, do we want to do tell me honestly and then a direct question, or answer all of my questions honestly?
If the
Well,
suggestions can build off of each other, you basically say, if you answer all my questions, then you get home sooner.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
You're phrasing it
I think I would treat
reasonably.
this in the way that the game has already set establishments, which is, if you're on the effect of two things, it's whatever's strongest or I would say most recent, right? So like if someone casts haste on you twice, whatever the
Yeah.
last version of haste was is the one that hits you.
Okay.
Um,
Well, then I
so
won't cast it.
Yeah, and I would say since you know how to use the spell, you would know like it's a
Right.
tricky thing to double charm somebody.
Right. Okay. Easy enough.
So what are you guys doing with this guy? What are you doing with him?
Do you want me to maintain it, or do you want to try something? I could try a different phrasing.
No, I think we follow him home. If we're worried about it being some sort of hideout or something, well then you can have KJ sort of scout ahead and I'll take a peek inside. But
My
clearly we can't let him go.
my only concern is that the word you used was home. That could just be going to an apartment complex. I think we should take advantage of the fact we have him here and we can get answers out of him now.
Fair enough. His specific instructions in the heat of the moment were to go home and try again tomorrow. Not my best work, but decent
You're
enough
new
given
here.
the circumstance. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna turn this guy's face to me. He's still wearing a mask.
Correct. Firm, take 4 damage to fill the vial. And Ragnarok, you need to make a con save.
He
I just
did.
did.
He
It was
made
a
a
14.
14.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was really scared there for a second. I was like, oh shit.
Uh, yeah, he still has the mask on.
I'm gonna rip it off his face and ask him who gave this to you.
Okay. He only has the suggestion
He's
to go
not
home.
charmed.
That
He
is
is not
correct.
charmed.
That is
So,
correct.
he fusses about the mask for a bit, but like he is overpowered by the lot of you, right? In this, you got him in the a corner against a building and all this kind of shit,
Can I
right?
try like
Yeah.
a persuasion on him to like build off of that to be like, listen, just if you tell us, you get to go home.
You can make a persuasion check for that. Fusses about the massacre a bit. He looks at you. Your initial question, he responds back, spits on the ground, says, "I ain't telling you shit. All right, just let me
I
go. Let me
whack
go
him in the
home."
forehead with the mask really hard, just like a
Yeah.
smack on the head.
Suggestion might fall off.
Oh, whoops. I would like to slam him up against the wall. And I'm still shifted, so I still have like my dog mouth.
Okay.
I'll just roll my persuasion check
Yeah,
as
yeah.
the suggestion is maybe about to end as they're escalating the violence.
Yeah, I would, and because of the context of everything.
Well,
I was gonna say I was like I wouldn't let someone help you, but
So-
rolled good on it anyway.
Zal just
Um,
like looks deep into his eyes and is like, friend, I believe it is time to talk.
Yeah, and I
Um,
just have him pinned up against the wall right now.
Yeah, you got him pinned up against the wall. Zal has like a comforting hand on his shoulder.
There's a lot. He looks around at all of you, but like his eyes are just drawn to Zal, and says, I'm getting a lot of mixed messages about
It's-
what's happening right now.
It's been a confusing day. I understand. If would you do me a favor and answer the questions of my friend here? That way, my other friend could be so eager to like gestures to Ragnarok, then maybe you get on your way home. How does that sound?
I mean, he like looks around a bit. I mean, you know what I was doing here. You really gonna let me home? You really gonna let me go?
We're not the law of this town.
Yeah, but I see an awful lot of guards around here.
So be smart. Who gave you this mask?
I can't tell you who gave it to me. All right, they'll fucking kill me.
Do you really think you're in a better position right now?
Well, you're not killing me.
Not yet.
You really think that he's gonna take the chance that you might talk? You're kind of already dead, bud. Might as well give us a chance to stop him, then you might not be. Cause I don't know if you know, but they were gonna kill you anyway.
Yeah, I know. We're all dead.
And whatever he plans for you, I'm sure it's quicker than what my plan is.
So in reality, we've already saved you once.
He looks to you, Zal. Fuck it. It doesn't matter anyway. I mean,
My-
it's coming. It's gonna kill us all. There ain't nothing you can do to stop it. Rue. Rue gave it to me.
Who's that?
A real fucked up guy. It's got a bird face.
What's coming?
The end of everything. All this is enjoy while you can. If I was you, I'd find whatever it is you care about in the world. Go do that. Go find them. Because this is all coming to an end. Real soon.
How?
He looks up at the sky a bit. It's not bright enough yet. But it will be.
Where's Rue?
Last I heard, he was in Maras. He hasn't even been in Bastion in weeks.
When we talked to Amelie, I forgot. Did you say Black Sun or Black Moon?
Moon.
What?
Thank you.
Moon.
Yeah.
Does this have anything to do with a black moon?
How do you even know about that?
I'll take that as a yes.
A weird question. Can I roll like a history or something about the Black Moon? Like if that is a fixture in any like stories?
Yes. Yes, you can.
I'll give it a shot. Well, okay.
Yo,
What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't like it.
This is a symbol. The like black moon, right? This is a symbol that you haven't seen it, but you've had it described to you. It comes more from you have the connection to it where you first heard of it is when you were studying an older group of heroes that had dealt with essentially what is the same cult but an older version of it. When you were studying the Scarlet Justice was their name. This was a symbol that was described as like the cult had imagery of a dark moon over top of a horizontal sword that is like bleeding black ink down on top of a series of mountains.
You son of a bitch. Do I remember anything from my past adventuring days?
You
Anything else, I
like
should say?
I would say it's you know exactly what that is, but do you think that you have connected the dots to that?
Zal is probably speculating aloud and saying, Black Moon sounds familiar. Scarlet Justice, older group I was looking into, ran up against, I mean, I guess they were the last version of y'all, but they ran up against a cult. A little bit like, I suppose, this, but maybe an older version.
So to answer your question, Sean, I was gonna say no, but since he brought that up, can I now make that connection?
If you feel, this is more like your character, right?
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah,
you feel like your character knows this information is putting the connections together, that's your choice.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like after the name drop of Scarlet Justice, I would have put that together.
And what's this guy's name again that gave you this thing and told you to kill yourself?
Rue.
His name's
Rue.
Rue.
Is that just RUE?
It is ROUX Rue.
Oh, okay.
And what does he look like?
He has a bird face.
Yeah, it's all fucked up though.
Do you
He's
belong?
big.
Big fucked up bird face. Right. Okay. I will cast sending.
Mhm.
That's my second third level slot for the day.
Mm.
I will send to. I'll start with my dad. Yep. Hey, Dad, it's Ember Prime. Does the name Rue mean anything to you? Bird face, kind of damaged, injured, causing trouble here in Bastion.
You hear response back. I'm sorry, I can't say the name's familiar. No one's come into the bakery with a bird face.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it was from your time as Praetor, but you can't hear me anyway. I will cast sending again. Hey, Mom, it's Ember Prime. Does the name Rue mean anything to you? Bird face, kind of injured, causing trouble here in Bastion. Already asked Dad. I think that's under 25.
Yeah, about that. You hear a response back. Oh, sweetie, it's so good to hear from you. I don't know anybody named Rue. Sorry, little things are pretty crazy here at the mines recently, and the city itself is a little different.
All right, everybody got their stuff. We gotta go.
Hold on.
Do you belong to the Children of the Doxio?
Of course.
Ragnarok just growls at that.
How many others are in Bastion?
Dozens.
If you're smart,
Power.
if you are smart, and so far you have been. And I'm going to look over my shoulder to Thali Greybelt. You are going to give over every name you know. And then you might find yourself a very lucky man.
Pardon me, Rainier. A moment, if you will. Look, I think that's a really bad idea. If this individual tells any authorities here what he's just told us, there's going to be an invasion of Maras. We need to kill him where he stands.
we are going to Morass. We have our time bought.
Not if he tells the authorities here that Rue is in Morass. Then all bets are off.
I mean, Greybelt's like right here, right?
I mean, he's not standing necessarily right next to you. Like I would say, I didn't have him as part of this interaction, right? Because I'm letting you guys do your thing. I mean, you can easily get his attention if you require it.
My intention was to have him be present for this because he is the law master here. We are hard pressed to be doing killings in the street when there are still a lot of other people around. Evil or no, that's a rough thing for us to do.
Right. Ostensibly, he's a prisoner in your mercy, right?
Yeah.
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 It would not be a self-defense thing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you like, if you wanted to have his attention where he's closer to like see everything that's going on, yeah, he can be there.
Yeah. We are clearly trying to get information so that we can do our job better. And we've already demonstrated that we are trustworthy. I do not think that the thing that Cal has expressed fear of is something we actually would see come to fruition. Is that a misjudge of, I guess, maybe like the law master?
Well, he's not the only. He doesn't choose. Like, he's in charge of the militia in the sense that like he runs it, but like
Yeah.
he doesn't choose what gets invaded. Right? The council chooses.
Yeah.
So he is one of 5 votes on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have an answer for you other than there has been an attack not only on the city but ostensibly the council. It could be worded as an assassination attempt on them, right? Like, there's lots of ways this could be construed. It's possible that it could be put to a very, like, there is a bad outcome to this, right? Like, you don't know how the dice would roll on it.
Yeah.
Not with certainty.
Yeah. I will tell Cal we cannot. That
I
is
cast
not our
Mind Sliver
authority.
on the prisoner.
Oh my lord.
Hmm.
Oh my
Okay.
lord.
Magic is being cast on them.
Suggestion if the damage goes off.
Nobody is aware of what it is you're intending, and the people that would counterspell they trust you guys. So they don't have any reason to think that you're doing, like, the head of the Arcanium doesn't have any reason to think that you're doing anything weird or anything like that. What's your DC?
15.
They rolled a 15.
All right.
Cal, if we do not get anything else from this person, then this same event could happen again. And we will not be here to prevent it. We will have to trust who we have had the opportunity to trust. And I trust that man.
Mm.
Can we overhear that conversation?
I mean, you're all standing here.
I think this is one of the very few moments Rainier has ever raised his voice.
I'm gonna lean in to like lean over Ragnarok a little bit to whisper in the guy's ear, because I'm the one he trusts currently.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing that, I'm going to say, I believe your best course of action here is to root out the rest of your like-minded fellows in this city. Perhaps preserve the good name of your leader.
You think I know the names of everyone?
I do
Are
not
you,
think
are
that
you
you
fucking
do, but
stupid?
I think you could help. You know where they gather.
I know where some gather. I know where I gather.
That is more than anybody else.
Look, if I give you this information, they're gonna kill me. Are you gonna protect me?
Best
We have
off that we-
other unfucking of the world we have to handle.
So none of you are concerned about the potential invasion of Bastion while we spend 4 weeks trying to get there.
We are incredibly concerned, but murdering him is not going to fix it.
It most certainly will.
You know for certainty that he is known to still be alive. He was supposed to die already. We have in our pockets
That's not
now a
Rania, that's
stronger
not the
asset.
issue. Rania, the issue is if he tells any authority of Bastion that the people who organize this are in Maras, what on earth do you think is going to stop them from then invading Maras?
The honor of the men that I have spent a lot of time in my life trusting and understanding and spent a good amount of time working with
Which
this
Look,
week
no
to prevent.
offense, Rainier. I don't give a fuck who you trust here. They are outside my home because my people stopped trading. That's their crime. They said, I don't want to trade with you. Now there's an army waiting to kill my family. Fuck
And we-
everyone you trust and fuck everyone who sent them there in the first place, which is the whole fucking council. I'm going to go get my shit and I'm going to go home. I don't give a shit about this guy. This guy can fuck off and die for all I care. There is the person who planned this whole shit is in my town. What do you think's going to happen in my town? You think this piece of shit here planned this? He already said that the guy who's been planning this is now in Maras, my home, which means Bastion is. It's not in that guy's sights. He's not here.
I mean, that's
But
not
now
true.
he's in my
because,
home,
because
and there's
they
an army
already-
outside my home. So I got enemies outside my home, I got enemies inside my home, and I got everyone I care about there except you guys. You guys are here.
And that's
I
why
need to get there.
we need to take advantage of the fact that we do have enough people who can prevent those movements, prevent those troops from going. There are already people in my home
They're
city that
the
are
ones who
dead because
sent
of this
them
man.
there.
And so I am planning on putting as much responsibility on taking care of those people and your people in the hands of others that I trust.
The ones you trust sent the army. I don't get how you don't see that.
You don't believe that Redstream is going to hold up his part of the deal? You don't believe me when I have.
I believe that you believe them. I don't believe them. No. Why would I? Their
Not-
response to a trade stop was to send an army. A trade stop. None of their people have been hurt. None of their people have been threatened. Maras closed its doors. That's all it did. It's allowed to do that. We're not beholden to this fucking city that thinks it runs everything. You and the trade guilds and all the shit here that acts like it owns the rest of this world. Well, you don't. If Maras doesn't want to trade, Maras doesn't have to trade, and it doesn't deserve an army outside its door for doing that. I don't deserve your fucking voice over there saying, oh, we're going to do what we have to do to get that stuff. That's not trade. That's not diplomacy. That's piracy. That's murder. So no, I don't trust anyone here. I'm glad you feel that you can trust them. I don't. I don't trust them with my family's lives. I don't see how you can ask me to do that.
When you this is new information. It could change the initial decision to give us time.
But we do not have the time to wait for that.
In light of recent events and facts that have been brought forth, Rainier, from what I've understood of being a part of this group, it is starting to become that Bastion is the wrong.
I have known that since we sat down with Redstream. But the only hope we have of helping Maras is praying that he will keep his word and keep those troops back. And that is the one fragment that I am holding on to in this moment.
So
And to
with
protect
that,
the other people in Bastion, this man, and I'll point to the guy we've got, has the opportunity to squawk.
how do I put this?
That's a lot of lads you're putting on a Pollo.
You
He can
don't
squawk
understand the full hold it would have on you that your sliver of hope of Bastion not to attack Maras when the easiest solution is for this guy to just disappear. It is not morally right, no, but it is better for everyone.
Hold on. I'm not saying that. I want to make this clear. This guy can go to the guards and we can set out. It'll take us time to get there. Yes. The guards should get everything they can out of this guy. We don't need to be here for that to happen.
Yes, correct. In fact, my intention was to hand this man over and hit the road. And I mean that. We are all on borrowed time, and I know that.
Care to make a bet on whether there's an invasion of Bastion while we're on our way?
People are dead today, Cal.
I'm not arguing with you about that. You're saying you want to hand this person over? Very well. I'm asking if you would like to make a bet on whether or not Maras will be invaded before we get there, if you do that. Simple question.
Unlike
No-
you, I have not found myself to be so lucky as to want to take any odds like that.
Sounds like you don't have the trust in your friends that you profess.
I'm going to Maras to help stop a war. And I'm going to pray that the people of my home city are not attacked while I can do nothing to defend them.
Yeah, I kind of know that feeling.
If we're done here, I'm leaving.
I'm gonna turn to our captive. Um, and say, before when we dealt with the children of the Dockside, they were trying to bring forth an Atropole. Is that still the goal?
No. No.
The goal is to bring forth the Black Moon.
We don't need to bring it forth. That's what none of y'all understand.
So
It
what is
already is. It's already coming.
so then what is your goal? Why do this?
Disruption, chaos, to weaken whatever strengthens this place. I would be given a place of honor in his new world. I would be brought back as a servant
Who is he? Does he have a name?
The Atropus.
Well, are we done here then?
Think so.
Might I have a moment with this gentleman?
I will release my hand and give him some privacy.
Uh, yeah, I like probably look to the group to see if they'll let me have a moment alone.
Yeah, I think Ember is. If I think she still has the keystone in her hand, so is heading to get the rest of her stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like you'll have a moment.
Yeah. I lean forward and very quietly say to him, perhaps the middle path then in your survival. I assume you want to survive, yes? At
If
least so
you-
you can see the black moon, whatever.
I would like that.
So, a compromise then. You work with the city guard here to tell them everything you know about preventing any kind of attacks like this here. But you keep the name of that leader out of your mouth. You don't tell him where he is.
He looks at you and says, "You think the guard keep me safe now?"
I think if you do not open your mouth all of the way, you increase your odds of survival. The other option is dying here. So, a chance is a chance.
Fuck, with your with the 31 good persuasion that you had earlier. Man, I wish it wasn't a natural 12. Wish it was anything other than that.
That's the only reason I'm trying to leverage.
He looks at you. You can see his like hands twitching. You know that he's thinking about going for your dagger. And he's trying to weigh the odds of like, I want to see the fucking black moon. I was supposed to die here, but I have a chance maybe to see it happen.
Zal is making no effort to not let him reach if he wants to.
Yeah.
Either way, this plays out how Zal wants.
He looks at you and says, "Well, then I guess it's a gamble. Because I don't know that the guards will be able to keep me. And I can't give them what I don't know. But if I can see the moon, he may still have a place for me yet."
Zal's face like cracks from serious to like a broad, cheery smile, and he like pats him on the cheek. Is like, that's a pretty good answer. Well, I'm gonna be I like gesture. I like look over to gesture for one of the guards.
Yeah, one of them comes over your way.
Right. Would you apprehend this fellow here?
Absolutely.
Very well.
You see, they turn him around. They got shackles they attach to him. and they begin leading him to a larger group where some of the guards are keeping watch around the city building.
I will march up to Cal, I think, like the second that's done. You said you were doing something, Adam.
No, go for it.
Yeah, he slides up next to you and leans down to very quietly say, I did my best to keep him from mentioning the name of that fella in Maras.
Out loud, but to no one in particular, Cal just says, economic warfare is still warfare. Diplomatic warfare is still warfare. Refusing contact with an ally for 3 months when all they want to do is talk can be considered an act of war. All I'm saying is that there's plenty of wrong to go around. And please remember, I am Kaluunax Cleftinthialar of the Bastion Cleftinthialars. As much as you love your homes, I love mine.
Yeah, Zal like blinks in the non-response, takes a step back. When you say like Kaluunax Clifton Thealar, because I assume there are people that aren't our group looking, you see him like do a little head bow of deference.
So are we leaving or what? I fear we have less time than we had before we handed that prisoner over.
Before answering, is there the stone that Ember picked up, the one with all the markings on it? Is she still holding it, or did she put it away?
The keystone?
Yeah. Or to give it back?
I assume Ember held
Yeah, I
on
still
to
have it because I was going to give it to the voice, and he was like, "No, that's what I was going to give you guys."
And just to make sure Firm overheard it correctly, he said that was a key to a teleporter.
Yeah, key to the city, quite literally. It is a rune that will activate a teleportation circle that only goes to a guarded circle in the council building.
Fast
So
travel waypoint.
Yeah, it will return. It is a way to return back to Bastion. It takes a minute to activate, but then once you are on the circle, then it's instantaneous.
Okay.
It's like a teleportation circle for people who can't necessarily cast that spell.
Yeah, you can't cast the spell, or they want to, like it's also for like, hey, we don't want people to know about this circle, so like only people that we trust will we hand this to, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, Cal, you're from here, Rainier, you're from here. This is a rare honor because were you untrustworthy, like they are putting the entire council at risk by allowing anyone access to this, right? So the fact that they've given it means the council, like, they trust you all. It sounds like a lot of you are moving to gather your things for a departure.
Yeah.
It is at this point roughly about 1 p.m. From the about an hour after the initial speech were to occur. Berm, is there anything you would wish to do with this ooze body?
Well, so I put gentle repose. I have 10 days to decide if I want to use it.
Yeah, this ooze
Or
won't be
wanna sell
here when you return.
Oh,
Right?
I
Like,
was.
the city will do something with it if you do not do something with it.
Oh, I thought I had gathered it up. That's what I was wanting to do beforehand, was to like collect every piece of it that I could.
It's quite large. Do you have a bag of holding to put all of it into?
No, I do not.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you would like to make use of any of your abilities, then you may need to do so here.
Yeah. Side question then. Can I use gentle repose on the dish created?
No.
Okay. Damn. Mm,
If you would like, you can add, like, you're part of the fifth season, right? So you have some sway to ask. You could request, like, hey, can we gather some of this up in like some wagons and like hand carts and like cart the material to where you want it to go. Um, but again, even like 10-day storage, like you guys are ostensibly like probably leaving today or tomorrow, right? So like if you want to make use of your ability, like I'm explaining, like you need to either do it
yeah.
here or arrange for transport to do it like maybe at Rainier's place, right?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the option to do the arrange for transport for
Cool. Yeah, they'll
Rainier's
bring it.
place.
They'll bring it to Rainier's. Yeah. You just saved a massive amount of people. They will bring the corpse where you want it to go.
So I would not have used gentle repose then.
Well, you still used it, right?
Oh,
Like you
want to make
used it ages ago, so yeah, you still
yeah, want
used
to
it.
make sure. Got it. Okay. Yeah. And I guess Firm's just gonna start heading back to the house.
Okay, cool.
We have no other option but to pack.
Cool. And your ability has to be done at the end of a short rest or long rest, so I'll leave it up to you when you want to do that, right? Based on when people are trying to leave. As everyone is gathering their things, are you all leaving today? Is that your goal as a group? Does anybody need time to prepare?
Seems like Ember's one to skedaddle.
I also intend on leaving today.
Yeah.
Ember probably should wait, but is not.
It's a little
I mean, yeah.
fired up as it is.
Ragnarok is going to go to the Arcanium.
Okay, you
And we can save this for like next week too, but I want to do this before I leave town.
yeah. You get to the Arcanium, the outer gate yard for it. They advise that you are not currently authorized to enter the premises.
And why is that?
Well, we've just been given word from Master Baracus that the fifth season is not currently allowed on the premises. Is there a message you'd like to have me pass along?
I would like to talk to Baracus personally.
I can see if he is available.
Thank you.
Would you mind waiting?
I'll stay right here.
Cool. After about 20 minutes, you see Baracus does make an approach. He smiles warmly at you, but like doesn't go for a handshake or embrace or anything like that. He approaches close. Hello, Ragnarok.
Hi, Baracus. Yeah, actually. Is there a reason the fifth season isn't allowed in the Arcanium right now?
Well, it's a bit complicated, but long and short of it is what happened in that other place. Lord Merv chose.
I understand that. However, I feel like me coming by myself might warrant some leniency on that policy. I don't need much time. I just would like to speak to O'Malley for a short time.
That is a very interesting ask. Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, I'm okay at those. Persuasion. Not today.
12. What reason would you have to speak with her?
I forget. Was he there when we talked to O'Malley and she told us about everything?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure you remember the conversation we had. We've recently spoken to someone that gave credibility to what she said, and I was hoping to squeeze every last bit of information out of her. Obviously, not literally, literally, metaphorically, of course.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
That is more than enough. Thank you, Walkers.
He escorts you. You enter a different section under the Arcanium. It's the same level where, like, you feel like you're deep and in the area where the demon was kept.
Mhm.
But not not it's not like adjacent to it, but like you recognize, like, okay, if I go down that way and take a left, there's a demon down there, right?
Mm.
That's where the devil is. You approach a room. There are 2 guards posted in front of it. Baracus waves to them and says, uh, "Why don't you both take a break?" You hear his voice, like, kind of fill the space, and you can sense from being around, adventurers and your old wizard friend, he has used magic on these 2 guards. They both look to each other, and they both fuck off. And he opens the door. You step inside. You see there is a singular chamber. Like, it's a small room, and at the back of it is like a small inset chamber. It is roughly like a 3 by 3 rectangular, like a rectangle tall box, essentially built out of rock, and you see there are all number of runes glowing within. It is not wide enough to, like, comfortably lay down. And you see in ragged looking clothing, um, with uh, pallid skin and a little dirty hair. Um, you see Umeli, her hands all lay down on the floor, inert, not moving. She looks towards you, and you can see there are, like, she has bruises on her body, dark circles under her eyes. Like, you guys only have been here for a few days, and she's been through it. She looks finally her age, which anytime you've seen her, like, she's an older woman, but now she looks old for the first time. She's kind of curled up against the wall and kind of turns towards you.
All right. I believe you. So, tell me, what do you know about Octopus?
You see, she begins to smile. and we'll pick up there next week.
Right.